Oh, Biden's negotiating. He's negotiating with those Republicans because that's what's necessary to get his bills passed or not. But he's gonna do it either way. He has already offered a series of concessions to try to secure a now $1 trillion infrastructure deal with Senate Republicans in an Oval Office meeting this week, narrowing both the spending and the tax proposals. Guess which one was narrowed more? But here's the amazing thing. So they're massively cutting the infrastructure bill. He's willingly doing that. And the New York Times portrays the situation post that as a deal still appearing to be a long shot, with potential tax increases the biggest hurdle to winning the kind of Republican support that Mr. Biden has said that he is seeking. So we're gonna have more on this, but just understand that like the New York Times is reading the outcome of this exactly the same as we told you on the income side. You can do whatever you want, buddy. You can give them whatever they say they want. They're not gonna vote for the bill regardless. They want you to make it as small and pathetic as possible, and then they're gonna gleefully filibuster it. So you're not gonna get your infrastructure, you're not gonna get your whatever, your EV funding, all that stuff. Now we've got more. Jason, what do you think?
I had high hopes for Biden. I really did, and I still do. But I mean, sometimes you have to take 5 steps back to take 1 step forward. But I don't have much to say about this because it's one of those things where one, for everyday people, when you talk about taxes and bills and infrastructure and filibuster, they're like, what exactly is all of that? Like, what are we looking at here? And then you have people like the New York Times that try to explain it for us, and then we're still puzzled by it. But I'm gonna put all my faith in Biden that he knows what he's doing, but all will be revealed in the coming months. And yeah, I mean, what else can you say about it? I mean, it is what it is.
We can say a lot of things at him very loudly and hope that eventually it'll get through, I think. Maybe because look, there's a lot that I think plays into this that is based on a combination of either misconceptions or deception. So there are perhaps being charitable some misconceptions, like for instance, this from New York Times coverage of this ongoing battle saying the talks are being sustained by a desire among lawmakers in both parties to reach agreement over what has been a long-standing but elusive goal in Congress, repairing and enhancing the country's network of roads, bridges, water pipes, and other physical infrastructure. That, again, being charitable is a misconception, that there's a genuine interest of politicians on both sides. Republicans are just, every night they stay up late thinking, the bridges, I wish I wanna help the little people with their roads. No, they don't.
Right.
No, they don't. No,
right, they don't give a damn about
maybe.
Potholes.
Sure, yeah, okay. I guess a few of them are like, well, it'd be nice to be able to run on us having done something. But it's Biden, so he would get credit for it. And we would probably have to raise tax to pay for it. Nope, screw the bridges, I guess. No, they're barely Democrats that care enough about this to get it done. You think there's like 10 Republicans that are just seriously like, I don't like this commie socialist Biden, but I really want to see public transport make it to the next level.
Right.
No, New York Times, how stupid are you? That is not true. That's just not true. And the idea that it'll work, that's the misconception that Biden, again, charitable misconception rather than deception. Republicans said on Thursday that Mr. Biden was seeking more spending than they were likely to support. They privately panned his continued attempt to fund the bill with increased tax revenue from corporations and high earners, even if blah, 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 blah. Yeah, they don't support any spending if it would require higher taxes on the only people in this country that they care about.
Right, and
that's the whole thing.
And that are also have the money to, let's be honest, to pay higher taxes, right? The people who they have buckets and buckets of money. That's John, you know what? That's what is so bizarre about rich people, right? I understand the rich stay rich by monitoring how much money they save. But when you have let's say Oprah was one of these people that, she's a billionaire and she has, what's $10 million to Oprah? That's nothing, right? But yet the amount of vitriol and just whining and what's the word I'm looking for? Just pouting of the rich people when it comes to raising taxes to do something well is just unconscionable. It's like, it's all good. That $1 million you were gonna spend on maybe lipo or augmentation for your wife or something could be very well spent to fill the potholes here in Miami, right? I never understand that. So, but that's what it boils down to. Them not wanting to come out of pocket for something that could possibly be good for other people, right? Am I interpreting this right?
Yeah, I mean, look, that's one interpretation. Another would be that they're just masochists and they see all the memes about guillotines and they think, let's see if we can turn these metaphors into something real. I don't know.
Right.
Maybe they just want to drive people into a murderous rage. I don't know.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.